Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth. Do you know, Jeremy, it's like when we go blah, like that, the next scene is like a house disintegrating, and it feels like our outrage is blowing the house down, like we're like the big bad wolf.
I endorse this and agree. I think this is the case. It's a bit like Godzilla's atomic breath. Like
Yes.
Our rage just comes out and, like a nuclear strike. It destroys that small town.
Yeah, it just obliterates
The
it
entire thing
into bits.
Yeah. What you don't see is somebody inside the window going, "Oh, I wonder what's going on outside."
I've wasted my life.
Off you go.
Welcome into episode 152 of Don't Get Me Started. I'm Alex, this is Jez. I think our stuff just came up already. You know what our names are. But welcome into, I want to say a jam-packed episode, but a shorter episode.
Yeah, it's probably
Leaner.
more like a single slice of ham sandwich. Like there's something in it, and it's tasty, and you're gonna love it because it's ham. But it's not like ham and cheese and salad and pickles,
other shit,
and all that. It's not a massive sandwich. It's just a perfectly satisfying sandwich for your face.
That's right. For your mouth,
and later your butt,
and later your bum. Tamsin, thank you very much for cheering 152 bits.
Very kind.
It's all grist to the mill. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but welcome in everybody. I can see that Aletha's here, Harmstone's here, Tamsin's here.
I think it's a classic DGMS for Tamsin because I think she's tuning in from Greece tonight.
Oh, really?
Like she used to.
Like those good old days.
Back in day.
For the longest time, she was in Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah.
It's halcyon days.
And we would ask what the weather is and then regret asking what the weather is because it was always fucking nice and it was not nice here.
Will has also cheered 152 bits. You guys are just showering us with bits, which obviously I love. Welcome in, Joe.
Acknowledging the tribal chief in my own special way.
Loving wrestling recently.
Oh, big time. Wrestling is great.
Intended for certain audiences, I'll have you know, I'm a very uncertain audience. Yeah, a lot of people when they tune in, they don't know what they're going to get from Don't Get Me Started. But
I mean, they should know by now.
If they don't know by now, maybe they haven't been here before.
Yeah, well, this is the 152nd episode, so where have you been?
Yeah,
sort your shit out.
Yeah, it's true. Let me move my mic in a little bit. But you can't bother to move very much, basically. But yes, well, welcome everybody. We've got we're going to talk about stuff. Finally, going to put some stuff in the sea. So start your thinking caps on about what you want to put in the sea. I saw that Jaeger had said he wanted to put something in the sea.
Yeah, we'll go on the Discord and have a look as well while we're in the segment.
I kind of come out feeling that you don't get to put things in the sea if you don't attend.
You need to be in the room where it happens.
Correct.
Is that what you're saying?
I do feel that. I can't remember what he was pissed off with. I think it was FedEx.
It was Parcel Force.
Right, Parcel Force, yeah, because
other shipping companies are available.
But they had not delivered his item and had shipped it off back to somewhere. Jaeger had to walk for 20 minutes to get a parcel. I mean...
Poor love. I mean...
His name is Jaeger Collects. I mean, come on, man.
It's not Jaeger gets stuff delivered to him, is it?
Yeah, he goes to collect.
It's collects.
He collects.
He's created a rod for his own back here.
Jaeger collects his shit from fucking One Stop. That's not going in the sea. I'm just telling you now. Spoiler alert. Jaeger ain't getting his shit in the sea.
We're already into it. Yeah.
I'm just saying, he's not here. Motion denied. Clonk.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to be here to fight for it, as was demonstrated when Hannah wanted something in the sea and then fucked off.
You've got to fight for this love, as Cheryl Cole once said to us. Might have sent Darren a screenshot of the Google Maps route.
How far away it was.
Just to tell why had Darren offered his sympathies to Jaeger.
Oh my God, how far did you have to walk?
Jaeger complains when he has to go to fucking Sainsbury's.
3/4 of a mile.
It's like 10 seconds around the corner. This and many other things will be discussed tonight. I hope you're all well as we start as the the world starts to warm up a little bit, and it's not quite so wintry.
Thankfully, yeah. I am managing to fuck up the nice weather at the moment. As in,
is it you alone?
Yeah, I think it is. Well,
for the rest of us.
I'm not ruining it for you. I'm ruining it for myself.
Okay.
I'm like, I will plan to do things on a certain day, and that day is shit. And then when I have no plans, it's sunny. I'm like, right.
Yes.
I should stop planning and just go out whenever I fucking fancy it instead.
Let me tell you something, which I thought of the other day, and there's so many. Actually, before I say that, Will, is that water, Jez? Are you ill? Well, I didn't get any Pepsi Max. Often I prepare some, or you'll bring some round, and neither of us had any. The only Pepsi we've got is full fat original Pepsi, which Hannah,
which might look good for sponsorship purposes, but
we don't want to drink.
No,
but Hannah bought it the other night when we had a couple of weeks ago now, when it was the Super Bowl. And it's been sitting around, and I don't know what to do with it because I don't want to drink it. But it's a bottle of Pepsi, so yeah.
But yeah, in reference to your direct question, yes, well, I'm the illest.
You're licensed to ill.
But
I was told by somebody at work, and I don't know your views on this, and maybe everyone can chip in. I feel I'm in the minority.
I feel it is consistent that I will give you my views. Carry on.
But I've been told, I was asked if I drink a lot of water, and I said that I don't drink a lot of water. I feel very I need to move a little bit because I feel like I'm very crossed over. I was told by someone at work that I was asked how much water I drink, and I said I don't really drink much water. Mostly, I just drink Pepsi and coffee. And someone said mostly, and someone said that wasn't enough, and that it was bad for me, and I should drink at least someone said you have to drink 3 liters of water a day.
Yeah, they say 8 glasses of water, and yeah.
And I said that water is boring.
It is dull as fuck. Yeah.
That's not a controversial opinion, is it?
I don't think it is. No. I think that's
what the fuck? People drink water, and my friend was like, this is my friend I work with, Emily, was like, she has a filter jug of water that she puts in the fridge. She will only have it chilled and filtered.
You should piss in it. Filter this, bitch.
Would it filter it out? Would I piss or stay in the top?
I mean, I don't know. Now I feel like you have to do it for science. We are scientists. Water is boring. Thank you, Harmstone. It is boring, isn't it? It's the dullest of all the drinks. Nobody goes down to the cocktail bar or any bar or anywhere in the world and says, "Do you know what? Glass of water, please. Water me." I mean, they might do it on a hot day, but then they'll immediately chase it down with a pint of something or a soft drink of some kind.
Water is for washing. Only dirty people wash. Water's for washing is what the Grand Zanaki used to say when people told her to drink water. Oh, shit! Why drink water when there's tea? Right? I mean, I don't drink tea. I drink coffee, but I would drink tea if that were
why drink tea or coffee when there's Pepsi Max?
There's nothing wrong with this. There's water in Pepsi. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah. It always gets my goat up a little bit when people say, oh, you shouldn't be drinking that. You should be drinking water. I'm like, there's water inside it!
Literally. I mean,
I'm covering all the bases here. Fuck off!
But look, I'm drinking it now, right? So
we're drinking water now. Tonight's episode of Don't Get Me Started is sponsored by water.
Sponsored by water.
It's boring.
We should come up with a slogan for water to get more people to drink it. Water, still boring. Maybe that's a bit too negative. Water, the original drink. I mean, that's fair, isn't it? No one had a drink before water. They didn't have coffee and then went back. Water is the first drink.
The 80s and 90s when there used to be adverts on the television for milk.
Got milk?
And they're back now. And it's like, milk. I'm like, who is paying for this? It's like Big Milk got together and just gone to the advertising commission and be like, yeah, I don't think enough people are drinking milk.
I think that's what happened.
We're going to need some commercials about milk. All the cows get together, barge their way in. Yes, you're quite right there, Bessie. We'll get right on it.
Big cows got together. I think I saw a documentary about how the Got Milk campaign got milk, but I don't remember it now, so it's a good story. But effectively, I think the government just wanted to push milk. People have always pushed milk as we said on a previous episode, here we had the Accrington Stanley milk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Nice cold, ice cold. Nice cold, ice cold milk was the advertising campaign in England. Got Milk was in America. In the Netherlands, they had Melk is goed voor elk, which literally means milk is good for everybody.
Elks.
Milk is good for elks.
Nobody else, just
for moose,
elks.
for meese. Water. Go with the flow. That's good. That's good, Tamsin.
Water. It goes right through you.
Gets everyone wet. We're all wet for water.
Boom.
There we are.
Yeah. I did notice as well, it was called out that I said, gets my goat up. And I knew when I said it, you may have detected a stutter when I said it. I'm like, yeah, that's going to get comments.
I liked it.
Yeah. I can't say the same things every week, guys. It would be as boring as water around here. I've got to say some new things. And I just went with it and tried something new. Tonight we've had goats and cows and elks. What else can we have? It's like a zoo.
Chicks and ducks and geese, better scurry.
That was all the same animal as far as you're concerned, right?
Yes, yeah, they are the same. No one wants to drink water until they do. Is that the slogan you're going for, Ellie, or is that just some advice? Is that no one wants to drink it until they do. Water, there when you need it. I mean, just like, water is only good if you have nothing else and you're thirsty. Or I drink water when I'm drinking alcohol to intersperse to allow me to like not feel so bad in the morning. And I drink water before I go to bed.
The base of actually good drinks.
Well, yes, that's the slogan. Water for when you don't have milk. That's what Duncan would say.
Oh, this is a good one.
What? Water. I tap that.
We have a winner.
That's the best one. That's the best one. All right, let's send it off to Water.
Big Water.
Get Water on the phone. Water, I hope you're fucking sitting down in a stream.
So this is at Waterstones.
All right, we'll sit down anyway. Books. People still read. We'll find a slogan for literally everybody. That is a good one. Water, I tap that.
It's good.
That is good. Do you know what? I kind of want to drink more water.
Just based on that slogan alone.
Oh my God, that slogan is so good.
While we're on the topic of advertising and kind of weird ways of advertising things, have you seen the latest KFC
Sorry, I was drinking my water. I was
enjoying it too.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Carry on. No,
He's-
I haven't seen any KFC
deep throating water. Yes, KFC advert. It's like two people sat in the front of a car, and this girl like dips her chip in some mashed potato.
Yeah.
And the voiceover is like, "When you want to smash," and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" And you go, "That into your mouth" or something, and it's just like, are we really that low now that we're like? And I asked,
dipping carbs in carbs.
I asked everyone across the room. It's like, have adverts always been this just not even sexual innuendo, just straight up sexual phrases?
Is it smash because it's mash and it's a bit like the?
I think it's just smash because they're like, we want to make it sound like fucking and.
Oh, I see. I didn't know if it's because smash is also a name of a.
Yeah, no, it's the modern parlance, Alex, the colloquial, if you
and
will.
the parlance of our times, like smash burgers.
Yeah, to smash is to get jiggy.
Duncan, who almost certainly has milk, and Duncan, the most crispiest. That's not even a word, but I'm going to use it. The crispiest is the most Christmas.
Moosey Christmas.
The most Christmas person we know, and the most biggest lover of milk I know. I've been watching and commenting. I'm wondering why you're ignoring my comments. Before I realised I was posting on my own shared post rather than this. But milk is amazing. He does love milk.
That will do it. Yeah. I mean, I can also posit another reason why we've been ignoring Duncan. Yeah, it might be.
Yes, I remember now. God, it's been such a long time since.
Lest we forget.
Never forget.
Another good slogan.
Yes. I only have oat milk here at the moment. I'm like, that's not even milk. I bought something the other day. I bought a latte the other day, and they said, dairy milk, all right? And I'm like, yep.
Yeah,
I'm the last angry man, Jez. I'm the only one left in the end. It'll just be me and a cow just milking it straight into my mouth. Everyone's going for like non-dairy milk. It's like they've got allergies or they're just cunts. Or
gift, I'm sure.
Allergic cunts. I don't know. I think they're just contrary.
Allergies aren't real, Alex.
No.
It's just a thing people say when they want to be dickheads.
Mm.
Milk, nuts, squash.
Least we forget. I know someone I know says that. Why are we here on a Monday? Ali.
Whoa!
Welcome in, Ali. We wanted to be here so that when you watch the Champions League, you don't miss it. That's the bottom line.
Like, we've been here on Monday for quite some time, and we've been waiting for you to fucking turn up, quite frankly. Mondays is the day. Monday, fun day. That's what they say.
If someone offered me dairy milk and there was no chocolate, I mean, that would be disappointing. I said, do you want some dairy milk? And they just hand you a glass of milk. I'd be like, okay, I'm not opposed to this, but I was expecting some actual chocolate. Nut milk sounds wrong.
Depends on your perspective there, really.
I'm happy to give someone some nut milk.
Speedway is Monday night. Mate, I don't even know what that is. I think you're just making shit up now.
Speedway. It's a faster version of the 100-yard dash, but they're all on speed.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really good.
I would watch that, actually.
It's basically running on drugs.
Isn't that what the Olympics is?
Controversial. Maybe. I don't know. They should let everyone just take whatever they want.
I remember back in the days of Jay Leno, he would regularly talk about baseball and say, like, they should just let one guy on the team be like the roided guy. Like, they should just have one monster that can fucking...
You're allowed one roided guy.
Smash the ball completely out of the park every time. And it's like, every team gets one. You get one roid freak. Otherwise, everyone else is drug tested to make sure.
Nut milk. Get it in your mouth. That's listen, everything needs to be a slogan tonight. So if you can slogan, it'd be great. Will y'all be covering the NASCAR races today?
Unfortunately not.
No.
That was unfortunate. I was all geared up to watch the Daytona 500 last night, and then it was wetter than a milk slogan up in here, and
I tapped that.
It was postponed to today. So,
and
I'm doing this, obviously.
God, this milk is a milk.
This milk is so
watery,
non-milky.
If this came out of a cow, I'd be fucked up. Thank you for following. It's Alex's brother. I presume that's my brother. I mean, maybe
it's my brother. If only there was some clue.
Yeah. Well, welcome in, brother of mine. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here.
Is it the brother that likes me more than you, do you think?
I don't know. Normally, if it's... Well, I don't know, because Patrick will come in as Patrick.
Yeah, has Patrick got a Twitch?
He has come in before as Patrick, but he's on... I can't decipher it.
He is on Twitch. It's Alex's brother is on Twitch.
Welcome. Maybe it is Stephen. I don't know. Stephen is the one that likes you.
Yes.
I had a friend at primary school who said not only did he do Speedway... I gotta keep going. I had a friend at primary school who said not only did he do Speedway, but he was also UK youth champion despite being like 7 years younger than everyone else. I can't remember. I love... And maybe everyone can chime in about this. You always have one friend or maybe a couple of friends at primary school, secondary school, and even as far as work who tells whopping fucking lies, right? Because I can't remember. I think it was, I want to say it was Captain Brilliant told me that their mate, the problem is sometimes I wonder whether I'm just repeating in-betweeners quotes. But I swear there was one guy who said that his dad worked on the Batman movie, the 1989 Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman movie, and his dad was a stuntman, and they let him kind of like use all the stuff and jump around it and stuff like that, like some bullshit like that. But there was a guy that I used to work with in immigration who, if I remember his name, I'll definitely say it because I think his name is Kev, who said he was canoeing around Ramsgate because he's a canoeist, and then he was canoeing, got caught in a riptide and found himself in Calais. And he was in Ramsgate, and he was canoeing, and he got caught in a riptide. And then when it all cleared, whatever the fuck he's talking about, there's a guy going, "Bonjour, vous êtes en Calais?"
Now, I am going to apply my extensive sea knowledge to this.
Yeah.
Can you be in a riptide for that long? I thought like a riptide was just like attached to one wave. I thought
one wave or another.
It's going to drift you.
It's going to drift to Calais, apparently.
Yeah.
It was obviously bullshit.
I mean, yeah, but at least try and...
I don't know what's going on in someone's brain who's like,
I've got to tell this story
today,
now,
at work.
And everyone needs to know how fake everything I'm saying is, because there's no way that anybody would believe this.
Everyone's laughing. I had a friend of mine. Oh, I guess you tell so many stories about people who just lie. Thank you so much for subscribing, everybody.
Yeah, we've got the anonymous gifter at large once again.
The anonymous gifter. It's Alex's brother. Just subscribed. And Duncan the Singer just subscribed. I'm probably sure there's another subscription earlier, but my friend said he won the Commonwealth Games Junior Bowls in Australia, but we can't find any evidence of it.
I mean, I feel like that is an event they keep records for. So.
In the land down under.
It's a lot harder to be a bullshitter in this day and age of the internet.
No, right? There's receipts.
I won the World Chess Championship in Russia in 1972.
I'd be like,
No, you didn't.
You need something. If you're going to lie about something, make it something no one can verify, right? I mean, one of my friends claimed she was modelling for Ann Summers. Wow. I mean, like, that's the kind of thing that if you looked it up, you might not immediately quickly find, because, like, campaigns change and move on. Oh, no, you just haven't seen it, right? But, like, I guess, Harmstone, do you feel that she would be the kind of person who would model for Ann Summers? That's what I want to know. I mean, what's your take on that? You can't play chess, Jerem. I know he missed it. I like Jerem. Did we call you Jerem?
I stabbed the last person that did. I don't think Ali remembers the time I beat him at chess live on stream.
Maybe he does, and that's what he's talking about.
There's only one time I've ever played chess on stream, and I beat him. I'm sure he will quip that it was him and the rest of the chat, but it was only him putting in moves. So I beat Ali at chess.
Make it half true. I've had my poetry published. When have you had your poetry published?
I mean, tenuously, I have had poetry published.
I've had poetry published.
Yeah.
In a local booklet of poems by primary school children.
That's
I had
the one. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, me too.
So everyone has had their poems published.
In the Shepway anthology, every year they did a Shepway anthology, and I put my poem called Under the Sea.
Under the Sea.
Yeah. Someone owes me money.
Foreshadowing many things on this show.
I think I even still remember it, but like it was.
How old were you?
I think I was like 9.
So it's like under the sea, there is no tree.
That's pretty good.
It goes hui under the sea. It
was under the sea. Oh, so it was below the sea. On the seabed lies a ship, silent and dead. Squids and lobsters go in and out. They don't care what it's about. Yeah.
Shit.
Various. I think there might have been another line in there somewhere, but it was. I got in there. My mum was well impressed. Poets unite. That's right. It was good. Welcome in, Owen.
I was on Mallet's Mallet.
You know Mallet's Mallet?
As in Jimmy Mallet.
Timmy Mallet.
Timmy Mallet. Sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I think I knew this from Owen.
What was the hammer called?
I don't know, but
I had one. I'm pretty sure I've still got one in my loft.
I loved it so much. My mum got me one. I mean, I don't know if the mallet had a name, but
because it was confusing that the mallet wasn't the toy, you know, that Timmy Mallet wasn't the mallet, it was the guy. Pinky Punky, yes, because he had pink punky hair.
Yeah, you slight bash. If you hesitate, you get a bash on the head like this or like this. The one with the most bruises loses, and the word is, and they give a word, and you just had to keep giving a word that was like similar to the last word or connected to the last word. And if you couldn't think of one,
a thing we can parody on this show.
Definitely.
Nobody remembers that.
So many things getting said. Without being cruel, she was very much not Ann Summers material. Well, I mean, it's different sizes, I suppose, different shapes of people want to be on Ann Summers. Do you know what I like to see you in Ann Summers, Harmstone? I think it's what we all want to see.
Don't say things you can't take back.
Welcome in, Welsh Nana K. I know I saw you and I didn't say hello to you.
Hello, everyone. There's a few people that popped in when we've been in flow. Hello to everyone. Welcome in.
Owen's like, that's an unverifiable lie. I wasn't on. I believe you were on that.
That is a verifiable thing because there are massive nerds out there who are obsessed with everything, and I'm sure somebody recorded all of them on VHS and then catalogued them and put it on the internet. I mean, I used to do that for Robot Wars, for fuck's sake, so somebody did it for Timmy Mallet.
Like, Duncan's like, I can't remember it, the poem he had, except the opening line, look up, the sky is smoking, the earth is in danger, and we are not joking. It was published in a Greenpeace book of poetry by kids.
Beautiful.
Shit me, they're going to eat that shit up with a spoon. bamboo spoon or something. But do you know, I once lied to Tim Powell to say,
"Oh my God, Robot Wars! I won that program."
Robot ears, stand by.
Now, either you are outing yourself, and I will now be able to name who you are because I have a memory of all of the Robot Wars winners. Well, until season 4, obviously, and then it got shit, and I lost interest. But I'll know who you are now.
I once lied to Tim Powell to say that I'd been on Nightmare. Have you watched Nightmare? It's the kind of thing where someone puts a big helmet on and they go around a kind of...
It's like Krypton Factor for kids, basically. Yeah.
You have to direct someone through a virtual fantasy world. Side step left, go forward, pick up the key.
And they're all shit at it.
And they're brilliantly bad at it. And there's like a big fucking crumbly crevasse. And they're like, side step left, and the guy does it and falls. And it's like... Or they say, side step right, and the guy doesn't know his left from his right and just dies. Yeah, I once pretended to Tim that I'd been there. And... It's just such a blatant lie. Like, we watched every episode. There's no way he wouldn't know, but somehow, yeah,
Did you regret your choice of Nightmare? Did you think, oh, I should have said a different show? If you had to lie again, would it be Nightmare, or would you choose another show?
The reason it was Nightmare is because another friend I knew had applied to go on Nightmare. So, whilst it was completely untrue, there was a grain of truth. Because once I mentioned the other people, it solidified in Tim's head that this is possibly true because he knew that our friend had applied.
Right.
So then it started to coalesce in his brain as if, well, maybe this could be true. And so he tested me further because you have to go on a quest for something like the shield, the chalice, the sword, and blah, blah, blah. He said, what quest did you go on for? And I was like, the sword. And it was just such a low bar question that I just couldn't get wrong. And he was like, And I'm like, how is this happening? How is he not just immediately thinking I'm such a liar?
I'll get you next time, Borton.
Fucking unbelievable. I was never on it.
I would lie and say that I went on Funhouse.
Funhouse? Well, you see, there's no real way of verifying that either. You could say you went on Funhouse.
I mean, lots of them are probably on. I did go on Funhouse. And then after the filming was complete, I had a threesome with Melanie and Martina.
Oh, man. In one of those carts?
Over the cart.
In the back seat of that cart?
Well, there's not really a seat, so it's just,
I mean, I don't... Over the cart. And the other one's kind of like picking up the tokens and shit.
Yeah.
Shoving up her ass. It's a whole lot of fun with prizes to be won. Sounds like you did win a prize.
And I won first prize.
First prize.
And second prize. There was 2 of them, you understand.
You came first, is what you're telling us.
My brain was like, says my wife, Jeremy would say Funhouse. Yeah, but I bet you didn't expect the other part, did you? Yeah.
I think a half-truth is a good way of doing it. I was part of an art attack. Were you? Which part? You were like... Well, that sounds true, actually. That sounds true. Neil Buchanan came to our town and made you lie down in the street.
I mean, Folkestone is probably somewhere where Art Attack would come.
Yeah.
Like, they were never coming to, like, the back of Beyond in Wales where I lived, so I was never going to go on Art Attack. And I also have now and then 0 art skills whatsoever, so...
Matilda and Sergeant Bash were our enemies. That sounds like easily Wikipediable.
He said...
I won the program.
Yeah, no, I can't find... He did name the team, and I'm like, that was a real robot team. Hang on, where is it? We were Wild Thing. I'm like, that was a real thing.
I really hope it's true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not inclined to believe anything Ali says on any...
I believe every word out of Ali's mouth.
But still,
he's a very reputable man and my lawyer, so I need to, keep him sweet. I believe that actually you saying you were on Funhouse is a really good lie for you. And if you were doing like 2 truths and a lie, that's the kind of one that maybe people would be... They'd like, you know what, that's...
I've got a lot of random shit about me that really fucks people over in like 2 truths and a lie. Like, because I have done a lot of obscure things.
Do you know, Matt Moe, I don't know if you ever remember the show, I think it was called Run the Risk, and it was a daytime Saturday morning show. They used to do this thing called Double Dare, where kids would go on and get gunged and fall around in gunge. And eventually they replaced Double Dare with something called Run the Risk, and you won all these board games and fun games and toys and games and shit. And you went on there with your mates as part of the studio. And Matt Mote, for Matt Mote's birthday, went on Run the Risk just as part of the audience with a bunch of his mates for his birthday. Got tickets and went to see it filmed. And he opined to his friends, it's all fake. And when they say come on down to people, it's not real. It's, the kids have all been pre-done and it's all rigged, basically.
Pre-done, fucking hell.
As it were. Just like it isn't random, basically. It's not random. Not anyone can do it. It's already, nepotism.
It's predetermined.
It's predetermined. The producer's children, blah, blah,
It's not like The Price is Right, where, or at least the American Price is Right, where it's just an audience full of people and it could be anyone.
It could be anyone. And that's what he said. And then they were like, Matthew Moat, come on down. And it wasn't rigged. And he went down and he went on Run the Risk. And that is true. And he just went there. And because Matt's really bright and there was loads of questions that he could answer, he won all the toys and just went home with all the fucking toys. Yes, the kids were really running the risk going on that show. A lot of injuries, almost certainly. Slipping over him in slime. What is it about the 80s and the 90s and having to gunge
I think
people?
it's more that they were pre-done before they went on the show.
They're pre-done, mate.
Yeah.
Double Dare, yeah.
Yeah. Although I'm sure The Price is Right UK, as Harmstone has pointed out, probably was just as rigged as that, but the US one wasn't. There's a very good documentary about the dude that was just desperately trying to get on The Price is Right, and then when he got on The Price is Right, he fucking cleaned them out.
Yeah, that's a great...
It is a great documentary.
It's a great documentary, because he was really good at knowing how much things were worth.
Yeah.
And he just studied and studied. And I think he also knew when to... There was a method to when to stop things, or I might be thinking of a different game, actually, now.
No. He did just go in there and absolutely nail it. And there was something about he could do it, he could go on there again and again because he nailed it. I can't remember now. It was years ago I watched it.
And in the end, they were like, look, you can't keep coming on here.
And he sued them.
You should watch it. It's good.
I might be making parts of this up, but it's a really good documentary.
But he was really good at it, and he sat at home getting all the questions right, and he knew exactly how much everything was worth. So, and he noted also that I think things got repeated, and you could tell like certain things. So he knew how to do every game and what the best way of doing it. But then he just had to get on it. But the problem is, if you attended this, you weren't guaranteed to be come on down, as it were.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think he thought that if the people come out and talk to the people in the queue, so he wore a T-shirt, this kind of thing Harmstone would do, that says like "Pick me, Joyce," or whoever the fucking person is that's like the lovely assistant and down there, or like like some way of ingratiating yourself with a T-shirt. That's exactly what you do, Harmstone, and basically
that's how he got on the chase.
Finding pick me for the chase. But yes,
my nan was on Strike It Rich with Michael Barrymore. Though it is actually true, it sounds more believable because it wasn't Strike It Lucky. Yeah, why did they fuck around with the name? I didn't like it being called Strike It Rich. Strike It Lucky was a much better name.
Yeah.
Why did they change it?
I don't know. I still love watching that show.
I love that show. I would have totally there are so many game shows where I'm like I would have died to go on them.
Yeah.
Like that, like Strike It Lucky, Blockbusters. Like even now, I'm like I've died to go on Jeopardy. I've applied for The Traitors. Wish me luck.
Yes, you've applied for the Traitors. We need to get into that.
I hope I get on. That'd be great. I fully won't get on, but I hope I do.
Duncan, when you said today, I can't remember. I was in bed with Alita last night, and I thought she said something. I thought she said hotspot. She said something, and I said, "What is a hotspot not?" Which is a line from Strike It Rich, and I said droopy drawers, which is not the correct answer, but is something that Duncan's family said all the time, and is an in-joke just for Duncan's family and me. So basically,
it's like when we discussed the other day when you say a joke and it's not for that person. And you're like, oh, where the fuck is this person?
It's like because Owen has a thing about Transformers robots in disguise, and I can't remember why or whether it was his brother, but whenever he says Transformers robots in disguise S. And I don't know why. I can't remember why he does it, but he said it. And so then me and Owen would just say robots in disguise ass. And I don't know why or where it began, but there you go. Maybe he'll explain it. But oh my God, are you on the next series of The Traitors?
No, I have applied to be on it. And as you know, I'm sure I have millions of other people. But I did give them some very compelling answers. And I'm fucking epic. So why would
what did they kind of ask you? What kind of
just personality questions like what do you like doing? What would you do in this situation? Why do you want to be on this game? How would you play the game?
Do you
like people? That kind of thing.
Do you like people?
I do not.
Yeah. And how would you play if you were a traitor? How would you play it? Was that one of the questions, or maybe I'm just asking you? If you were the traitor, would you have any tactics or plans or?
I don't think I can share that lest I actually do end up on there. But I'm allowed to tell people that I've applied to something.
Yeah, of course.
But I may not be telling you that I have been cast because I probably couldn't tell you that I've been cast. So.
My mum is on the selection panel. Is your mum called Joyce? Joyce, pick me.
I mean, if I disappear for like a month in spring, summer, then it might be slightly obvious. Like, well, no DGMS for the next 3.5 weeks. Jez is ill.
This is off trying to get
And you'd believe that.
massive discs of gold. I love everyone's just cool with the fact that each one of those is worth like 1,000 or whatever it's meant to be, or 100. I don't know.
Did you tell them you need to be on it so you can advertise DGMS? No, but I obviously mentioned DGMS as like, not being camera shy and all that kind of shit.
You and Welsh Nana Kay as a power team on the Traitors would be amazing. Did she also apply?
She did not.
No. Can't you film it in your hotel room whilst filming the show?
I mean, notoriously, you don't get to take anything with you, phones, cameras, or any of that kind of shit. Otherwise, you would just look up the people that you're in with, wouldn't you?
If you were on it, I might actually watch this, Joe. That's nice.
You better fucking watch. If I'm
honestly, when
like,
you
the ratings
inevitably
will go right up when I'm on the Traitors.
When you inevitably get all your guesses wrong, we'll have a wonderful. If you were on it, it would be the funniest shit.
Oh, and what I will say is, I'm not going to fuck around. I'm going to be balls to the wall. I'm going to, like, if I'm a faithful, I'm going to call
100%.
every motherfucker out and go out in a blaze of glory when.
Do you know what? That is the way. In that first one we were watching, it's like, oh yeah, like Aubrey and whatever her name is. Oh fuck, I can't remember their names. The mother, basically.
Yeah.
Diane. Well, like, I'm watching everybody. I'm seeing everybody. I know what everyone's doing. I'm like, you are fucking.
Yeah. I'll wait a couple of weeks before saying that kind of shit.
Tell everyone your name is Judas.
Judas in my mind.
You should just say that. Just say your name is Judas, and they'll be like, oh, ha ha ha, you're like the original traitor, aren't you? And you're like, ha ha ha. It's just listen, and then it'll be so like ingratiating that they'll never believe that actually you are a traitor.
That's true. Yeah, Jez would make great TV for all of one episode. You're damn right. And that was the basis of my application. Like, look, I wouldn't last very long, but you'll fucking love that one episode. It'll be cracking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now, I think we might have thoroughly exhausted that topic.
I was really enjoying
it was a good one, yeah. But shall we move on to This Is Happening?
To this, yes, it looks like you're going over a different one.
I am going over a different one. Well spotted.
I should have let that one run.
You should have let that go, because then it wouldn't just be you that presses the wrong button and fucks things up.
I think we're okay on that one, but hit the button for This Is Happening.
I will hit the button for This Is Happening, and then we'll wait, and then it'll just go bleh.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
Answers on a postcard. What is the sting that we almost had instead of the This Is Happening sting?
I can see you kind of moving across to it. I have to say, I feel this show is already really dynamic. Thank you so much for coming in, everybody.
It is very dynamic. It is not concise and succinct, which is what we were going for, because you've got to fuck off in an hour and 5 minutes.
I have a work meeting at 10 o'clock, so this isn't going to 10, basically. It's going to go all that.
We can pull it back. It's fine. It's fine.
God, this water, I've almost finished it.
You have to get some more.
Yeah. You're not having any of it.
Some kind of receptacle in the kitchen that would provide more of it.
I'd tap that.
This Is Happening, a segment in which we share the good things and the bad things that have happened to us across the course of the week. The hap, the good, the nap, the bad.
Hap. Water. Water, Helen, water. 10 p.m. work meeting. What hell is this? Yeah, we're doing a big thing where we unite and talk to all of our departments around the world. So we've got an Australian department and Mexican department, and there's someone in Panama and Germany and France.
I don't think you're getting Australia, are you?
And
that would be torture for them. What time?
Everyone's got one, which is torture. Everything's bad.
You might be all right. Actually.
Yeah. And Singapore.
7 a.m.
So basically, everyone's got awkward times. So sometimes it's 11 o'clock for me in the morning, and sometimes it's 10 o'clock at night.
11 in the morning?
I know, right? So sometimes you get a good one, and sometimes you get a bad one, and one of them is 4 a.m. for me. So, but basically, everyone gets, it's a rota. Everyone gets good and bad ones, basically. Yes, haps and naps, the goods and the bads, the ups and the downs, the shits and the...
Giggles. The shits and the constipation.
Yes, the shits and the not shits.
Which of those is hap and which of those is nap?
Well, hap, says Duncan, no cat poo in my house after a week away. That's incredible, basically, because he's been away in New York, living it up in the Hotel California. And you'd imagine that when he's at home, the cat shits all the time.
Well, I mean, if he just left the cat there without any food, then it's not... No food equals no shit. It's more like, Hap, my cat's still alive after I didn't feed it for a
Those
week.
cats irritate the shit out of Duncan, and I think he's just waiting for them to die.
Well, not feeding them will certainly accomplish that.
Boom. Think about that, Duncan.
It's not the long game, but it's certainly a medium-length game.
A bit like my penis. That'll stop a cat from pooing as well. So...
Not your one.
What's happened?
I hope your brother's still here.
Yes. Alex's brother. Go home. Jez, do you not shit if you don't eat? He doesn't shit where he eats.
I mean, not after a while. I think that's... Nobody... If you stop eating, you'll stop shitting eventually, because there's nothing to shit out.
Sunrise, sunset.
Is that not science?
That is science.
It feels pretty science to me.
We're scientists. Careful, dangerously close to the sea. Yeah, if you don't eat, you don't shit. All stay skinny if you just don't eat. And you won't shit. That's a cut-out line of Nickelback.
Just drink water.
Tasty, tasty water.
Water doesn't make you shit.
For science. Water. H2O.
If you don't eat, your piss turns black. I don't think that's true, is it?
H2O, oh my god, this is good. If you don't eat, your piss turns black.
Yeah. I don't think that's accurate.
Oh, my bitter piss.
I mean, I'd love to test this theory, but there's no possible way I'm not going to eat.
I tap that.
I'm a fatty.
I'm going to have to tap that, Jeremy, because I'm at the end of my water.
Okay, well, I'm going to neck my water, and then you can go and give us both water. How about that?
I'm out of water. I'm out of water as I drip the last drip down my neck. You know, I'm going to get you something in a minute.
Water me.
Water me. Give me a water. I'm so up for water. I fucking don't remember what I was fucking talking about. Oh, yeah. In all the toilets at work, there's a little sign on the side next to the urinal that says, like...
Not drinking water.
Don't fucking drink this shit. They had to do it after a while because people were doing it. Yeah. No, it just says... It just tells you if you need to drink more water by the colour of your piss. So it has a colour chart.
Oh, yeah.
And it says, on the top bit, I think I've said this before, it says healthy hue in the brackets of the lightest colours, and then the bottom ones, more water for you. So it rhymes, and it's quite cutesy.
I do not think you have told us that before. That is nice. I like
healthy hue, more water for you. So I'm pissing, and I'm looking at it, I'm like comparing the colour chart like daffodil. I think buttercup. Yes, I do need a bit more water. Where can I get me one of them fancy DGMS coasters?
Yes, there is a place you can get them.
There's a place you can go.
But I've no idea what the link is, because it's probably still on the old Jed show.
Maybe we'll have to find that and resurrect it.
Yeah, well, no, we need to make a DGMS one.
No one wants to drink water.
Until they do.
God damn it.
And now,
we do. Right, I'll go and get the water. Hold the fort.
I will indeed hold the fort.
I'll let it run.
Let it run?
Let it run. So you get the better water.
So we get the better water, he says. Right, okay. That doesn't sound like science, but there you go. What was it here? Joe says, plain white sauce makes your teeth go grey. No, Joe, that's semen. Too much semen will make your teeth go grey. So I hope your teeth aren't grey and you're trying to deflect at this point. Thank you for my delicious, tasty, not at all boring water.
God damn.
There it is. There's my old red bubble. God knows what other fucking things are on there. I haven't touched it in like 2 years.
God damn, that water's good.
I think it's the only thing that still exists as the Jez show. Everything else has been changed, demolished, or hereby burnt.
Straight out the tap, just as God intended.
He tapped that.
God's water. Just from the Garden of Eden itself.
It's not God's water, it's mine.
It's yours now.
Put it in my glass.
Yeah.
What's hap for you this week, good sir? Anything in particular?
Sorry, I was about to answer, and I thought I heard the merry sound of Folkestone cunts. Maybe I did. I'm trying to remember what I did. It's just been a great week. This whole weekend has been balls to the wall greatness, and I've been deciding not to drink so much on account of the fact that me and Anthony drank quite a lot of fucking margarita on the Super Bowl night, and when I go to Japan, I'd like to drink a bit more there. And in between times, it'd be nice to, just take my foot off the gas.
Have a sake with every ramen.
Yeah, fucking right. So with that in mind, wanting to hit it harder more, later on down the line, this weekend was a pretty chilled one. Played a lot of board games, drank a lot of coffee, chilled the fuck out. Just had a wonderful time. We've been playing a board game called, I think it's called Legend of Dragonholt. It's a fantasy game. And it's basically a big fucking choose-your-own-adventure game. And you kind of have a big map. You can play it with any number of people. It's just me and Aletha playing it in bed. Because there's no board. So you just have a big map, just put it on the bed and just, read the bits. And you basically make decisions and then just flip through the huge fucking tome. And it's so fucking funny. It's a really good game.
It's like Goosebumps on steroids.
Yeah, it is. And when I'm done with it, someone else can borrow it, basically. It is a bit like that. And you make your characters. You have a character creation. So very much like D&D. You have a character creation thing. And you go like, my character's a thief. My character is a thief. Oh, you're going to like this. And it's an elven thief called Ornthalis Dorcarel. Ornthalis Dorcarel, or Dork for short. And Aletha's character is an orc called Orc, a K apostrophe orc. So she's Cork, and I'm Dork. So we're like
the Orc brothers.
Yeah, we're like Cork and Dork. It's the Cork and Dork connection, and it's just so stupid. And we keep playing this game, and you just keep doing stuff. And if you've got a load of skills, and it'll say if you have performance, you can do this, or if your race is gnome, then you can do this. But if not, you have to go to a different one. So it's and you lose health and gain health and help people out. And it's an interesting story about how the heir to the king, well, the king has died, and
Long live the king.
Long live the king. And his daughter, who is currently the queen, as it were, her reign is being questioned by her brother, the evil brother. He is basically saying, this should be my throne, not yours, and is then killing off all her kids, basically,
nice.
in secret, like making it look like they're having accidents.
How we wish the royal family still were.
I think it's called Legend of Dragonholt, but Aletha will put it in if she's paying attention. I think it's, if you look
she's playing it right now.
She's playing it on her own. I think it's quite fun, and you can go, it's quite daft, and it just cracks us up so much.
I can't wait for you to run into your long lost cousin, Quork.
Quork. If you want to play, you have to have a name that rhymes with orc. Cork and Dork.
Definitely Quork.
Solving crimes. Legacy, that's it. Legacy of Dragonholt. It's quite funny.
What is a holt? Is it like a
Steve Holt?
Is it a place you?
Yeah, it's like a bolt hole.
A boat hole.
A bolt where you can hide.
Oh, I'm with you.
A holt. Halt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
in, and you put a padlock on it.
It's a hidey hole.
And then you lose the key to the padlock, and you've got to find your Dremel to get your fucking
tell me about it.
Stable or whatever.
Imagine if you took a Dremel. Imagine if you charged up a Dremel. Presumably it's connected to something, but imagine you could get one which is battery power, like rechargeable as it were. And then you went to like one of those Parisian bridges where all the fucking padlocks are. Where it says "I love you, I'll never forget you," all that stuff, and just Dremel every single one of them. Can you imagine? Just chuck them all into the same. Just do it. And one night we go there with them, and we just sit there and fucking do them all. And do them all. It'll take us all night. And in the morning, everyone will be like...
It'd be pretty loud. I think it would probably get people's attention, no matter the time of day.
People will be like, what are you doing? They don't want to take us on. We have Dremels.
I heart you forever.
Right?
Get that shit out of there. Fuck off.
I know, right? Wouldn't it be amazing? Talk about your ultimate fucking hate. How much must you hate love to fucking take a Dremel to like padlocks? And it's like, oh, that day they just moments after someone's just done it as well, and they're standing there. They just proposed to somebody.
Just sit in the corner waiting. Like, well, we'll just wait for them to leave. Right, there it is. Do it in front of them and just fucking get rid of it.
In front of them. They were just like, oh, I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Oh no, you, no, you, and everything like that. And you just edge in like this, just like come in and go.
Sorry, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Sorry to interrupt this moment. Get this shit out of here.
Oh, by the way, I've got something I've got to tell you, but I can't tell you here because someone is going to hear, but it's really funny. We should definitely do it. Right. I've got to remember this. Aletha knows what it is. Because I came out of your house the other day after we played Legacy Ticket to Ride, and I had an amazing idea. And I'm sorry, I can't say it because it concerns.
It's a secret.
It's a secret to everyone. Yes. Hap. Things that hap. Just had a fucking wonderful weekend. Playing board games, drinking coffee, chilling out. My guitar is now fixed. Hap. My guitar, quick version, my guitar got broken because it got too humid and it split because it was too wet. Because the back room is too wet. So I fixed it.
Or humid for you American folks that for some reason hate the letter H.
Yes. And
hate the letter.
Essentially, I mean, you'd think I love water, obviously, but I don't like water in my guitar, and it made it warped and broken. I had to send it back to Taylor to get it fixed. And they sent it back to me, and now I put it in a case with some dehumidifiers. So whilst I love water, that fucking guitar ain't going near any water now. So, yeah. But it does mean that now I've got the beautiful case. I want to play more guitar. So look out for another guitar stream near you, probably from here. So there you go. So, yeah, did you have a good weekend? A good weekend, good week in general?
Yeah, it was all right. It was half term, so I had the wife and child with me for the week, and we didn't really do much because the weather was shit. But we, hung out and played games, and my daughter is super into art at the moment.
Oh, I love it, obviously.
Like, super into drawing. He's getting very good at it, actually, and is like paying attention to trying to get proportions right and all that kind of shit. So that's been just nice to watch, mainly because I'm shit at art. So it's nice that, she's good at the things I'm not. It's always nice to have the next generation be better than you, basically. But yeah,
that's good.
Other than that, I've pulled a U. I've spent far too much money on something,
an item that only you really want,
that only I really care about. Yeah.
What have you done?
Well, it's not a short story, but basically, I have a lot of computer files, and I'm running out of hard drive space.
Right.
And I've already got several like gigantic terabyte external hard drives, and it's not working for me. So I decided to look into NASs, which are network accessible servers.
Right.
So basically, it'll just be a bunch of hard drives in a box storing all my shit.
I think I know what you're talking about.
And I have an old computer lying around the house, so I was like, I'll just turn that into it.
Cool.
It's got a good enough processor and all that kind of shit. I got all the way down to like getting ready to put the software on it to do it when I realized that the case for it is so shit that you can only put like 2 hard drives in it. There's no there's room for them, but there's no like method to stick them in there. And so that plan went out the window quick sharp, and I instead dropped £800 on a pre-built NAS with a gigantic hard drive in it today.
Well, I love it because I love tech, obviously. Do you have so many... how much porn do you have, man?
All the porn.
Fucking hell, you're not kidding.
Every single porn.
Every porn that was ever invented.
If there's a penis that's gone in something, I have it stored on a hard drive.
Thank God for that. But seriously, though, aside from porn, do you not just... Isn't there just like a tipping point where you're like, I don't need this shit anymore? I mean, I don't know what you've got.
I mean, a lot of the stuff is like... So I have literally every photo ever taken by myself or my family for generations before. So I've got like a large collection of photos. And while they are tentatively small in file size, when you have loads of them,
they are many in number.
Like obviously I've got archive of DGMS.
Yeah.
So like every episode of DGMS.
Yeah.
And now we're filming in 4K. Each one is like gigabytes at a time. So it's not like one specific thing taking up all the hard drive space.
I got that impression.
I've just got lots of shit. And yes, I am a hoarder. Yeah, I don't delete things. I keep everything. Because you never know when you might need it.
I see. Yeah, I'm very different in that regard. I keep a lot of stuff, but not disproportionate.
I mean, you should tell your desktop, because I don't think it believes you. But
I could do all that in no time. But anyway, Hap played Arkham Horror and didn't all die. Wow, Arkham Horror! I haven't played that fucking ages.
That Batman related, like it should be, or
it's Arkham as in Lovecraft, Arkham as in horror, as in H.P. Lovecraft's Arkham.
So no,
it's not. You'd like it because it's a board game and it's quite fun. But actually, maybe you won't. I don't know. It's quite horror-y.
Got no problem with horror.
What is the one that was up there before that? I remember reading.
Not a huge fan of fantasy, is all.
No, but then you'll be okay with it. Oh, Guitar Stream Mega Hat. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to definitely confirm it, but I feel really compelled to do it, and I feel I might do it next month because my guitar is back. That was one of the other things I did all Saturday night. We came back. We went up to Canterbury to pick up the guitar, and we hung around in Canterbury and got some bits and pieces, and then we drove back, and I just played guitar. Just sat here playing guitar for fucking like 3 hours, 4 hours. Like, and I was like, "That's fucking good. Let's play it." I just thought, sitting here, I could definitely do this exact setup we've got here and just play guitar. Maybe get some people in to sing along guitar.
That'd be cool.
Where's Duncan? Duncan, you gonna come play it? Duncan will come. Duncan will come. He's not here now.
He's already here. He's like, when guitar stream when?
Yeah, suddenly just and he's here tonight. Yeah. So I feel confident that will happen. I mean, I can just tell you now it's going to happen because like I only need me to make it happen.
And he doesn't even have to bring the guitar in from another room or do any.
No, it's there.
Any extra setup. Like if he does it on a Tuesday,
I'll do it now.
If he does it on a Tuesday, it'll be easy. He just doesn't put the stuff away from DGMS and job done. Yeah.
I suspect it will be a Friday.
Got to get down on Friday
because we already have a plan for March the 23rd.
We do,
and I thought I might do it on March the 22nd.
There you go.
So tentatively March the 22nd. I'd quite like to do it then. That's a Friday night. So last Friday night.
Book it, Dano.
Book it, Friday the 22nd. Let's put it in the books. And I'll sit here and play guitar.
Harmstone has already created an event for it on Discord.
I'm sure he has.
Happening now. Yeah.
So if you're interested, come along. And maybe I'll see if we can get other people just patting the sofa with desperation
come here, my
to
pretty.
come along. And March the 24th is the best day of the year.
Is it the day that Harmstone dies?
Something touched me deep inside.
That was really harsh of me, but at the same time, Harmstone would love to die on his birthday because then he'd be like Shakespeare.
Die, Miss. Well, that's not how it goes. Maybe I'll play. Die,
Miss American Pie.
You know,
took my Chevy to the levee and drove it straight.
Maybe I'll play A Lovely Song for You, Harmstone.
Yeah, don't play American Pie. That song's like 10 years long.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'll never die.
No, I'm never going to die. You will with that attitude.
Hap says, Aletha, finished sticking 1,000 photos in my scrapbook. I have to say, that fucking scrapbook is incredible. We went through it, and we did so much stuff last year, and there's so many little things, little bits and pieces, like one-day things that are just, oh yeah, I remember doing that. There's a great photo of you.
Is there?
Punching tickets
of course there is.
In Legacy.
Oh, cool.
It's just like going, and you're just so gleeful, basically.
I mean, I don't remember her taking a photo, but I do remember how fucking happy I was when the hole puncher in Ticket to Ride Legacy was revealed. I did just come out of my little 4-year-old shell and was like,
yeah, it was amazing.
I was so excited.
You'll love the photo. But yeah, we played Legacy Ticket to Ride recently. Another great game when Hannah was down, and that was just a fucking... Oh, another thing I did on Saturday. So much stuff. I did Gloomhaven with Tom. So I chatted to Tom for ages about sports and wrestling, and then we played Gloomhaven. Brilliant. So lots of things happening. Sounds like you guys have been having a good time as well. Perhaps we should move on from this is happening.
I think we do need to. Yes, yeah. We've been threatening to do this segment for the last few weeks, and we're dangerously close to not doing it again. So post haste, let's yeet some shit in the sea.
Won't you come with me? Gonna yeet it in the sea. Won't you come with me? Gonna throw it in with glee. If you really, really hate it and you'd love to desecrate it, won't you come along with me and put it in the sea?
That was much like the sea. I drank some wet water just then, Jeremy.
That's where there's water.
It's a bit like the sea, but tasty.
There are lots of things here to put in the sea, and we're not going to cover them all now because, as we've discussed, we need to fucking get out of here soon. But
water.
Yeah, let's grab some highlights, shall we?
Well, I'm telling you now, Parcel Force ain't going in the sea.
Yeah, well, we can discuss that.
Okay.
Jaeger says, I vote Parcel Force goes in the sea. Had to go all the way to Cheriton, 3/4 of a mile away from his house, to collect a parcel.
I mean, like I said earlier, Jaeger collects.
Had you considered being in when they knocked on your door?
He's never out.
That usually does it. Or do what I did. buy a box that you put outside your house that people put the parcels in when you're not there.
I mean, that's not going to happen.
No.
I mean, they're normally just in. And it's only half an hour to walk. Or you can get the bus. He's right near the bus station.
It's true.
It's so easy.
Yeah, get the fuck over it.
It's so easy. In the words of Guns N' Roses. So no, we won't be putting Parcel Force into the sea.
Motion denied.
Clonk, clonk.
Hello, little cute girl. Welcome in. Anything to put in the sea for you, or anybody else for that matter?
Yes. If you want to put something in the sea, what if you're not in when they deliver the box?
That was a concern of mine, actually. I was like, what if I'm not in when they deliver my parcel box?
I love the irony of that. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
You have to buy another box, and then they can put it in that.
Box for the box.
Yeah.
But what if I'm not in when they deliver the box for the box?
Maybe you could buy a box to put that in.
By gum. He's got it.
I've got it.
He's got it. I put my phone down. I wasn't finished looking.
Welcome, Ashley.
I got distracted by this one. Yeah, Aletha put in there today, and I think it merits discussion. Shops that shut early, like in the north.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't bother me so much, but it has bothered Aletha on many occasions that shops shut early, specifically Sunday. I think she doesn't like Sunday. Bloody Sunday.
I mean, Sunday trading hours are already in the sea.
They are.
I put those in there very early because they are bullshit.
That doesn't make any sense. So, yes. Yeah. But, like, things just closing early, you know. What annoyed me the other day was when I went to get my coffee and the shop hadn't opened yet. And I got there on time and they were like... And I could see them in there having a coffee, waiting, and thought, it opens at 9. And maybe this is just really entitled of me, but I'm like, got to 9:01 and they still hadn't opened. I'm like, I timed this, motherfucker. Just open. And
I was supposed to be working a minute ago, and you're not working a minute ago. What the fuck is this?
I looked at the person, and he looked up at me as if to go, oh, I see, you're here on time. You can wait. And I was like...
And that is exactly what he thought.
And then I waited. Yeah. When I got in there, I smiled at the guy as if to go, hi, and he looked at me like I was litter on the pavement. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't the most welcoming coffee shop I've ever been in.
You should have thrown the coffee in his fucking face.
Doesn't he? I was thinking the other day now, I like it in there, but it doesn't even put the coffee in a mug. Like a mug. Like a mug, Jerry. Like, I don't know why. Like a mug. Do you know what I mean? He puts it in a takeaway cup, whether you're taking it away or not. I don't like it.
Sidle over here a little bit. I'm a little scared.
Like a mug.
Like a mug!
I'm the fucking mug. Oh. Anyway, we'll get on to some of the bits I can see that people have written in a moment. They haven't been ignored. I'm just going to get to them.
Yeah, but where do you sit on this shops closing kind of thing? I mean, as someone who now frequents the not regular UK hours, I would quite like shops to be open a bit later, so I could just go and do my shopping at 2 a.m.
There was a point, I think, where Tesco's either opened all night or opened for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And then they just fucking stopped it.
It was during COVID, I think, that they stopped it, and then it never came back.
It never came back.
Yeah. I think the only 24-hour things regularly now are like McDonald's, and that's only the drive-through. You can't go into a McDonald's at 3 a.m. anymore.
I guess it must be a kind of a... What they've done is they've worked out when everyone comes to it, and they've gone, like, when do people come to it? And they look at their fucking graphs, and it comes during the day, obviously, and then people tailor off at, like, later or whatever. I mean, obviously they can't judge it if they actually aren't open to do it. They probably would think, nobody... The amount of people that come here for the time you want versus maintenance and light and man hours.
Probably security as well.
Is irrelevant, so I'm not going to do it.
Like, people coming in and stealing shit is going to happen when it's quiet, isn't it?
But 5... If you're a big Tesco and you close at 5, then don't bother opening. I mean, that is a good point.
Big Tesco.
I don't really have a dog in this fight. I don't really know...
if you did, it would be in the sea already.
It would. Yeah. Lapping it up. Loving it.
Doggy paddling.
If you have a regular 9-to-5 job, then when are you meant to go shopping? Same time you're maybe having fun with your hobbies on Saturday. Fuck opening at a convenient time. So inconvenience stores.
Inconvenience stores. You're
Boom.
onto something there.
There's the line.
Yeah.
There's the line.
The thing is, I'm a big advocate of letting people work when they want. I think 9 to 5 in general is bullshit. And if somebody wants to work in Tesco, cool, go for it. But I think they should also be allowed to go, my shift starts at 9 in the evening and finishes at 3 in the morning.
What, flexi time it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone. You have to work it out with your colleagues. But the idea that everyone works a 9 to 5 does not work for society. Fuck it.
Fuck society.
Bullshit. Especially because of that 9 to 5, I'm mostly only awake for like 3 of those hours. It's not helpful to me.
Surprised we haven't quoted Dolly Parton yet, but we've been very restrained.
Working 9 in the evening till 3 in the morning. What a way to make a living.
What are we saying here? What is your beef, Aletha? Is it just that...
Her beef is that she can't buy her fucking beef because the shops are not open.
I see.
That's her beef.
Shops should open longer.
Where's the beef, Aletha?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef, Leith?
Where's the beef? Look, you want longer hours. You want things to be open longer. I'll tell you what I want is coffee shops open earlier in the morning so I can...
Yeah, like 8:58. That's what he wants.
Just fucking don't look at me like that. Just don't look at me and give me my coffee in a mug. That's what I'm asking. Not a glass. Not coffee shouldn't come in glass or cardboard unless you're taking it away.
I mean, coffee in glass, I think, is in the sea already.
It is. I'm not going that way.
But not cardboard.
But I'm okay as a takeaway thing.
It's not even cardboard, though, because you can't recycle it. It's like that stupid thermal bullshit.
I feel I'm distracting from Aletha's...
I think we might need to generalise it. Shops that are open at shit times.
Yeah, fine. I'll put that in the sea.
Okay, good. Shops that are open at shit times. A sploosh.
Boom.
Dun dun. Right, what did you want to put in the sea?
I'm going to put it in the sea in a minute. I just want to go up to make sure that I'm not missing anything, because I know... I'll tell you what else shouldn't go in the sea. Underberg. It's great for digestion, Alex. Owen has a love of this German fucking Jägermeister-esque disgusting herbal drink, which comes in little tiny bottles called Underberg, and we've tried it several times, and it is fucking disgusting. But for now, Underberg will remain not in the sea. People who continue to knock on your front door to get you to convert, despite the fact you've told them you're disfellowshipped. What the fuck does that mean? Disfellowshipped? Is that what they call excommunicated in
Jehovah's Witness?
Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
And to leave you the fuck alone. I mean, is that a lie? Is that something you just, or were you really in the? I don't believe for a second Harmstone's family were. I'd love it if they were. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Like you were on Nightmare and things like that.
Oh, that was a great lie.
Here's the thing, Harmstone. It's not going to go in the sea, but I do have a suggestion for you. Go back and watch The Rock's promo from Friday Night SmackDown last week, and just substitute the Mormons for whatever religion comes and knocks on your door. Cut a promo on them in the style of The Rock, and they won't come and see you again.
I'd love to see him cut a promo in the style of The Rock.
I think he could pull it off.
People who continue to knock on your front door to get you to convert, despite the fact you've told them you're disfellowship. I don't believe they're ever going to believe that shit.
Yeah, also, I don't think the same Jehovah's Witnesses are going to come to your door twice. And they don't take notes. They don't go, oh, that guy said he's disfellowshipped. They're going to put shit through your door regardless.
Let me tell you now, they fucking take notes. And I'll tell you why. Because when I was 18 and I was studying...
When I was 18...
I did a very good uni course. And the uni course was religious studies. And because my house is, as you all know, a very Catholic one when I was living at home, my dad's very Catholic, the whole Catholic family... Catholic stuff, big on theology, and I was studying the subject. When Jehovah's Witnesses came round, these two old ladies would come round, and they chat to me.
Oh my God. Catholic versus Jehovah off.
Boom.
Bam.
And I'd be like...
I'd pay to see that.
I'm not interested in... And I was often home in the day, because it's the daytime when they come round, everyone's at work.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm at uni, aren't I? And so I answered the door and chatted to them. And there were these lovely old ladies, but I had to say to them, look, this is a Catholic household. Says, do you have a Bible? I'm like, yeah, fucking loads of Bibles. And I've got lots of religious textbooks and stuff, and I study religious studies. So I'm interested in what you have to say, but from a purely...
theological point of view.
Yeah, from a purely religious point of view, but I'm not interested in becoming a Jehovah's Witness, because I already have religion, and so I don't need yours. But if you want to chat, fine. And they're like, oh yeah, we totally understand. But then they came back again to chat more. They said, you can always come around, even though you're Catholic, you can come and join us at the Kingdom Hall down the road, which is down from KFC. And I'm like, kill two birds, one stone. And I was like, no, it's okay. No, it's okay.
Kingdom Fried Chicken.
And then, and then the next week they sent,
Kingdom for Catholics.
They came down, the two old ladies, with a cute girl my age,
Kentucky Fried Catholics,
who was clear. So you say they don't know, but they're like, how do we reel in this sexy 18-year-old theology student? Let's bring in a sexy Jehovah's Witness. And like, hi,
I want to quit the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I joined up so fast, you would not believe it. I'm like, oh, actually, I think I've been a bit hasty. So they...
And that's how he's a Jehovah's Witness today.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to tell him to fuck off.
Maybe.
So he stops knocking at the
Listen,
door.
all I'm saying, Harmstone, is if you want to get laid, there's an untapped market there. You think you tap that, trust me. They'll tap on your door, mate, and you'll be tapping on another door. Right. Kentucky Fried Christian.
Alex, fuck off. And this is done.
Listen, it worked for me.
Now, you're going to have to very quickly tell us what you want to put in the sea. Otherwise, it's not going to happen before we move on to Am I the Arsehole?
Let me just quickly go down here. 24 hours.
Nah, fuck what they have to say. We've got a schedule to keep.
Okay. The NHS should get in the sea. I saw Matt Moat in Tesco, and it's the first time I've seen a doctor in years. That's how you got to get him. And wait till he's in the cafe. Okay, what I want to put in the sea. I don't know. Is this going to be... I'm trying to work out how to say this. I keep seeing adverts, and maybe you know what I'm talking about. And you probably know what an advert is. Where they try and use sort of reverse psychology to sell the product. And it's been such a long time that I haven't seen them for a while, thank fucking God. But it'll be like, do you hate it when your jeans fit really well? Do you hate it when the material is really nice? I mean...
Yeah, that is annoying.
That sort of shit, right? And one person was like, one of the things was Huel, the kind of, I don't know, whey protein-based food.
Oh, right, yeah.
Expensive pot noodle kind of stuff.
Yeah, they spelled it wrong. It's actually Hurl.
Yeah, hey, that's good. So Huel did a thing where it's like, 5 reasons why I'll never buy Huel again. And it's just, and you can always be rolling your eyes, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? There's like 5 reasons why I'll never buy Huel again. 1, it's just really convenient to order. 2, it's actually much tastier than you think it is. 3, I spent all my money on it, so now I don't have any money left because Huel, and it's like, it's this kind of reverse marketing thing, and it's fucking annoying. And one of them was like just really nice trousers, classic kind of like chino kind of thing trousers. And it's like, do you hate it when your trousers fit really well? And I'm like, oh, just shut your fucking mouth. And one of them was, it was like a kind of a thing for families to do, like a kind of a scavenger hunt thing that you can buy. And it's like, I ordered this scavenger hunt and my kids ran around all day and had a great time. And they got so tired, it ruined their bedtime. 1 star out of 5. And I'm like, oh, shut your mouth. Just please shut up. There's this strange, confusing...
Yeah, I don't really understand why you think that's going to help your brand in any way, shape or form.
Because I think they think they'll be like, actually, I would like it if my kids got really tired. It isn't 1 star. No one
thinks that.
No one thinks that.
No one would do that. All you're doing is giving people more reasons to hate your product other than the actual reasons to hate your product. So all the shit things that are already giving you shit for, they're now going to give you shit for the good things at best. They're not going to buy it because you've said, oh, I hate how my hair products make my hair stick up really perfectly.
Just fucking annoying.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
And I think that now I've said this to you, if you haven't seen it already, you're going to start seeing this.
You will immediately.
That trousers one was really like, I can't remember how he worded it, but it was so fucking annoying. It's like, you know, do you hate having perfect...
Was it Levi's?
No, it was like it's like one of these companies you haven't heard of that are trying to build up a business. And I get what they're trying to do, but like you do better saying, do you find that your jeans don't fit and you're worried about that? Well, these ones really do fit and we work really hard to make sure they fit. I'd probably click on that. But it's like if you buy from us, you might have too much of a problem with too good fitting shit. And I'm like, oh, shut your fucking mouth. Every time now I will. There's a company called Dr. Squatch or something like that sells really expensive soap.
Yeah.
And they're like, and the person's like, well, I won't be buying Dr. Squatch again because like
My woman can't keep her hands off me anymore.
That's it. Yeah. There's a kind of an image of her in the shower. It's like, whenever I put it on me, I bought 3. They gave me another 3 for free. I'm like, they fucking should. They're 30 quid a bar, you cunt. I can't believe it. I won't be spending my money there again because they gave me too much soap. And when I put it on, she sucked my fucking dick. I won't be ordering ever again. And I'm like, oh, God, shut up. Not least the fact that in their first run of adverts, Dr. Squatch was like, do you want to smell like a real man? Well, if you want to smell like a real man, you better get this, because then you won't be manly enough. And I'm like, you want to shut the fuck up with your toxic masculinity. Fuck you, Dr. Squatch. You're going in the sea, and all this reverse psychology stuff is going in the sea. Cunt, 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 cunt. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, how are you going to sum that up in a sentence that Harmstone can type into a spreadsheet? Shit reverse psychology ads.
Yes.
1. Right, click the button, then you got the mouse.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Here we go. Can't wait for the arsehole stamp.
Where is the... Oh, is it the sea splashes? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What did I just put in there? Shit reverse psychology.
Shit reverse psychology ads.
And specifically, Dr.
Squatch.
Dr. Squatch. Dr. Squatch. Dr. Squatch and the reverse psychologies. It's a punk band.
Now, I was going to talk about this, but I don't think we've got time. I think we'll come back to it.
Okay, sure thing.
Yeah. More C coming.
Doing Jehovah's work.
More C coming soon. Right.
God, I'm parched.
Are you? Is there some sustenance you can take in?
Oh, God damn, water's so good.
Now then, we've reached that time of the night. At about the time we normally reach that time of the night, but we've got to be quicker this time. So no fucking around.
Oh,
I'm talking to you.
No, I thought you were talking to me.
Okay. Well, I am. I'm pointing at you, really. It's just kind of hard to point to you without, you know what I mean. We're fucking around, Alex. It's Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
Do you know, I like this leaner 1 hour and a half thing. I could get on board with that.
It's cute that you think we're going to finish in the next 13 minutes, but sure. Now then, I did source some short iters.
Yes.
Which is good because we need to get out of here, and I'm going to push the button at 1:45 at the very latest. Regardless.
We'll get done before then.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. I want to go first. Fuck it. I don't know which one of these is in the best order, but I'm going to go first anyway.
I was just reading what Joe said.
Go for it.
Next up, Alex tells us he feels so good and hydrated, he's never drinking water again. You can die of water.
You can.
Yeah, if you drown, I guess. Right, you want to go for it?
I do.
You want me to tell you're an arsehole when you say the thing?
I mean, for time, if we could not, maybe.
I don't feel I can't.
I'm confident he's not going to do it. We haven't got the time. Am I the
Yes, you are. See, I was just sharing the time at the same time, saving time.
Right.
I feel I've erased that by talking and explaining it. Did that make sense to everybody?
Am I the... You shut your damn mouth. Am I the arsehole for calling the police on my neighbours?
No, they're probably cunts. Bang, bang.
Fuck shed store. Am I the arsehole for calling the police on my neighbours? I, 26F, live in a small village in countryside.
Ah, they are nice.
2 doors down, someone has an event hall they occasionally rent out. Last Friday, a large group celebrated there again. Most of the time it doesn't bother me, but this time, they still haven't quietened down by 1 a.m.
That's bad. Most of these little tiny village halls wouldn't let you do that.
Facts.
Just saying.
It didn't seem like it was going to stop any time soon. I waited another hour, and then I had enough.
So it's now 2 o'clock.
I've had a long and tiring week at work, and I'm a very light sleeper.
I want you to shut the fuck up!
Even with earplugs, I could hear them in my room.
Is this Amy?
I called the local police station and described the situation. The policeman said that they would drive by there.
They see me rolling.
Telling you to shut the fuck up.
The fucking policeman's going to drive past the place.
And assumingly shoot the place up.
GTA style.
Going to do a drive-by.
That would certainly silence them.
I mean, it would be loud initially, but then they would shut the fuck up.
Yes, I think I'd take that.
Yeah. 20 minutes later, the music was quieter. And half an hour later, it was silent.
Nice. Okay, so what's your fucking beef
Everybody dies. When I told the story to a friend, she said, "You are the arsehole."
I don't think that's true.
We live really remote here in nature.
Oh.
Sentence needs sentencing. And I really don't mind them being loud until midnight or 1 a.m.
See, that seems reasonable.
But at some point, it's enough.
Enough is enough.
And yes, I could have gone over there myself first, but I don't see the point of having to go out in the rain and walk half a mile. Or to get your parcel, obviously.
Half a mile? How close? Is this the problem? This person was half a mile away.
I mean, it said...
Sound travels.
It said 2 doors down.
2 doors down?
I mean, I suppose that phrase is relative.
One of the members left the band.
You don't measure indoors, do you? So, like... I mean, 2 doors down from Borton Towers is like Buckingham Palace,
That
right?
is true. I mean, it's hard to know. When I think of a village, I expect houses to be next to each other. 2 doors down suggests kind of 100 yards down the road.
I mean, when somebody is making a beef about sound, you expect that this place might be fucking close.
Yes, that's what I thought. They said it's 2 doors down. That's 100 yards down the road, tops if you're in the country.
Yeah.
Less if you're not in the country, but she is in the country. And you didn't want to leave... you'd expect that this was not, however much you said, 10 minutes walk away.
Live in a house half a mile from noise in the country.
How noisy must it be to travel that distance? And how much pissed off would you be if you were the people that actually are next to it?
I mean,
none of this makes any sense.
Or if you're actually there, because if it's loud enough that you can hear it half a mile away, it's probably loud enough that it's fucking destroying your hearing there as it's happening.
These kids don't care about that, Jeremy.
Turn it down. I'm trying to hear.
Do you remember I told that story about the guys downstairs who were playing it too loud? They couldn't hear me knocking on the door. That's the problem with these people. They're so loud. You need to send the police for this sort of shit.
Well, that could be the resolution that we're coming to. I didn't want to go out in the rain and walk half a mile. In my country, there are legally established quiet times from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. During this time, no loud music or similar is allowed. The loud partying is a recurring pattern, and I had too many sleepless nights in the last few months and never called the authorities.
Yes.
They will get no charge in any way. The police will just give them a verbal warning. Am I the arsehole?
I don't think you're the arsehole. I don't see why anyone really could... There's a reasonable amount of time. When you think about little village halls in the middle of fucking nowhere, and there's one up Newington Way, and there's one that my mum used to look after for our church, and it basically says, no amplified music, you can't be this loud, and once it gets to 11... You're fucking done.
Which is a strange thing to put in a church hall, but there it is in black and white.
It is. Or midnight probably at the latest, but a lot of these places, 11 o'clock, and it says, be quiet when you're leaving because the residents will get fucked off. And the residents are the number one people who will get fucked off all the time. So they can't allow the community church hall kind of thing, won't allow that sort of thing to happen. So they are super on this. And this person is living proof. But to suggest that, like, well, live and let live, let them go until 2 o'clock. No, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
if you want to get in a rave, go to a city.
I mean, the thing is, it's okay every now and again if you're, like, just general neighbours. If your neighbours want to have a party, it's okay every now and again for that to go until whatever time in the morning. But you would assume that they would at least give you a warning. Like, look, we're going to have a party here on Saturday night. You're not invited, obviously, but it's going to be loud until 3 a.m. Like, fair enough.
The friend has said, just because she's 26 years old.
Correct.
This is not some fuddy-duddy 70-year-old. She's just, has a friend who's like a party girl. He's like, woo! What the fuck are you talking about?
She
Come
did go
on.
over there in her nightie in the rain, and she opened the door and went, "You're the arsehole! Shut the fuck up!" Back in she went.
She was at the party.
That's what I mean.
Fucking Sandstorm.
She opened the door of the party.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Sandstorm's playing, and she's like, fucking... Oi! I don't think you're the arsehole for... Yeah, that's it. I remember I had a party at my house.
You didn't. That's such a blatant lie. Who would come for a start?
I know. Well, at the time I had friends, Jeremy, and but they've all gone now. And good job, because if we're still having a party at that place now, the people that actually live there would be pretty pissed off. But we had a party whenever my parents went away, and we had a few over the years when I was like 18, 19, before I moved out, and it was always good. And the guys from Fod's came along, and the guy next door was a guy called Jim, and Jim was a cantankerous, curmudgeonly cunt, and the kind of guy that wouldn't throw your ball back over. He was our next door neighbour. He was just a moany prick.
More Jim Davison than Jim Bowen.
Yes, yeah. He kind of had the surly look of a Jim Bowen without the comedy. No need to be so so Darude. Boom! Harley comes in. He sandstorms in. Welcome in, Harley. So yeah, we had a loud party. It wasn't like an absolute fucking barnstormer, but it was lively and vibrant until quite early on. And then in the morning, Jim...
Were balls getting thrown around over his fence or otherwise?
Fuck it! No, yeah, the fence got knocked down. Fuck you, Jim. Who's living? No, Jim, shut the fuck up. Jim, wakey, Jim, you cunt! And essentially in the morning, Jim came round to knock on the door. And he knocked on the door, and I opened the door, and he said, "Thank you very much for a sleepless night." And I remember it really well. Duncan was there as well. And I said...
Did you say, "You are welcome"?
I basically, yes. Like, that would have been a great line. But I basically wanted to take it up with him. And I said, well, here's the thing. I can't do anything about it now, can I? If you'd have told me last night, I could have turned it down. If you told me last night, we could have done something about it. But complaining now, after the fact, we can't do anything, can we? So what am I going to do with that? And whilst he was thinking about that,
you shut the door.
I closed the door. And, the issue with this is that I always try to keep it from my parents, and we would...
That's not the way to do it, I would say, is pissing off the neighbours.
No, right. Well, that was the fly in the ointment, because what I thought I was doing, we clear everything off, all the ornaments that my mum collects and the stuff that could be smashed, and took it and put it in the room where no one was going to go, which is cool. No one ever went in it. It was all cool. People understood the rules, and we made sure that we knew how they were all going to go back again. It was all perfect. But I did not reconcile on the fact that he was... I don't think
other people live in the street.
Yeah. It wasn't so banging that everyone... But it was banging enough that people knew people were coming in and out. They're in the garden. It would be spotted, but...
Banging.
There were some good fucking times. Yes, I am one of the happiest Kens. I used to have 48-hour parties. My neighbours were invited. Yes, my neighbours on the left-hand side... were nice enough, but, they're just like not the kind of people I'd be up. These are people who are going between the ages of 16 and 19 years old. They're not the guys that are living either side of me, basically. No one in my street was getting invited to that party. No wonder they're pissed off. But I don't think this person is the arsehole for complaining.
I don't either. I mean, yeah, no. I don't think they are in any way. I did look for a caveat in the way they might be an arsehole, but no, I think this is pretty cut and dry. Am I the arsehole for calling the police on my neighbours? No.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. They're not your fucking neighbours, mate. Get a fucking grip. Understand what the concept of neighbours are. Everybody needs good neighbours. But you don't see the people 8 doors down from fucking Ramsey Street, 8 roads down from, they're not your neighbours. Your neighbours are the people that you can see and hit a cricket ball through their fucking window.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. These aren't your neighbours. That's the only arseholish thing in this that I can find, is that you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Okay, let's see this out before I go for my meeting.
Do you need some water before you...
I do, yeah.
Before we continue.
That shit is off the fucking chain, mate. You're really slurping that shit. That's how you should drink water. You got to slurp it. Oh, let me slurp it. Oh, man. Do you know, do that when I drink wine, I slurp it. Me, water's good. Where have you been all my life? Me, why were you drinking Pepsi? I don't know what's wrong with this. It's so good. Oh, have you ever seen a man drink a glass of water? No, you fucking have. 2 men. 2 men, 2 glasses. 2 men, 2 cups. Let's move on.
It's too late.
Are people still with us?
I've already cringed.
Is this on? Am I the arsehole?
Yep.
For expecting to be included in my girlfriend's social media? Hurry up! I've got places to go. I've got crochet to knit.
It's an hour later there. Should be in bed.
Oh, I forget she's not there. Sorry, the information has gone from my brain. Too much water. I've gone water drunk. Am I the arsehole for expecting to be included in my GF's social media? a little backstory. Not too much, we've got to get on. My girlfriend, 26, and I, 33, have been dating for a few months now. Since the beginning, she has been very independent thinking. I don't like that in a woman. I want her to be submissive.
Women were independent thinking.
Then we crushed their spirit. Now they hate us. She hasn't really had the mindset of us, but more her, and where I fit into that. She has a very active social media presence, but hasn't really made a post on any platform that included me in it. Oh, maybe you just got a nice personality, mate. In my mind, it's because if she shows she's taken, she will get less likes.
Yeah, that is exactly it. Why are you bitching? You've just stumbled across the reason.
But I could be wrong.
No, you're not. That is the reason.
You were
Case
not
closed.
wrong.
If men realise that she is already taken, they will not covet her anymore and will not do the liking thing on the socials.
And it is a sin in the Ten Commandments to covet thy neighbour's Instagrammer. Amen.
Thou shalt not simp.
Anyway, also, it's only been a few months, that's true. Her sexuality is her income. I bet you she's open like 24 hours.
Her sexuality is her income is a statement that it can only be true for women.
At least for both. Scott, I hope he knows again. God bless you. Anyway. So last Friday, I planned a big Valentine's Day date. Valentine's Day was on Wednesday, so fuck that shit up. Anyway, so last Friday, it's so unnecessary, wasn't it? So last Friday, I planned a big Valentine's Day date. I had it planned for weeks and told her for weeks how excited I was for it. You might want to cool that fucking down. He seemed a bit desperate, mate. Come on. Be a man. Be real. Come on, let's go. Get some squelch on you. I can't remember the name of it. She had no idea what I had planned, but she knows how excited I was. I kind of like reading it in a way that it isn't intended. So the day comes, and I take her to this super expensive dinner spot for a 5-course meal.
I'm not sure what character you're doing right now.
I don't know. I'm just reading it.
It's like nerd, but also sex worker.
It's difficult to know, really, isn't it? 5 courses, Jeremy.
5 courses?
Is this that time when Tim goes to spend £800 on a 5-course meal? Is it that sort of 5-course meal? 5 courses. 3 courses are the courses that people eat, right? Starter, dinner, dessert. Where's the other 2 courses coming from? Answer me that.
One of them is horses.
Oh, yeah, horses for courses.
Horses for courses.
Horses for courses.
I assume the other one is some kind of college degree. That's a course.
That is a course. Yeah, that would explain.
Of
course.
Exactly. The of course.
Hors d'oeuvres. Please, sir, I want some more. More?
No, that says hors d'oeuvres.
Please,
sir, I want some whore.
Man, that would be a whole different thing in Oliver.
A very different book.
Oliver. Never before has a boy wanted whore.
Which is just not true, obviously. Factually incorrect.
Get some squelch on ya!
Squat.
I just fucking don't know what. 5 courses with a dozen roses and rose petals waiting for us at the table. If you've got a dozen roses...
You can't eat those, mate!
You're never going to get your 5 courses on a table with all that shit on there.
That doesn't count as a course.
It's the return of Mr. Bumble. He never left.
Mr. Bum.
Young boy for sale. He's for sale. Fucking hell. Now he's the whore. This is ridiculous.
The original gigolo.
He's going cheap. Hurry up, I need a wee.
This is sexual exploitation.
What do you want me to do, Tamsin? This is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Blah, 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 blah.
Save it for the music stream, Alex. Even had a framed photo done of us. What is it on the table? Just to remember what you look like. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Afterward, I took her to this bar that requires a reservation. And it's pretty high class. She said I was high class. Needless to say, we had a very good time. Fast forward to that night. How have you fast forwarded to that night?
To the night instead of the evening?
Oh, to that night. Okay, yeah, maybe. I thought you meant...
This is all just plans at this point, isn't it? That's what he's been talking about, the plans, and now it's the actual time it's happening.
Right. Fast forward to that night, and she makes an Instagram post with pictures of the food and selfies of herself at dinner. but none of me or us together. It was a Valentine's date. Am I an arsehole for getting upset about this? I tried to talk to her, but she got mad at me for even thinking about being upset about it. And it turned into a huge fight, and she put me through the fucking table. That's fucking amazing, mate. Ruined the whole night. To me, it just seems so disrespectful to me as her S/O to leave me out of that post, especially after never posting about me before. I spent close to $300 on that dinner.
Schmuck.
And planned it for weeks.
Schmuck.
But publicly, all anyone will know is she dressed up nice and ate nice food. It's about me! Doesn't say that. No mention of who paid for it. Hashtag my boyfriend paid. Hashtag dollar. Hashtag gold digger. Hashtag prenup. Or who she was with. Seems really wrong to me. Am I the arsehole? He asks. What do you say, people? You're the arsehole, says Will. You're the arsehole, mate. Yeah. Will has spoken.
There's a lot going on here.
Speak ye, Jeremy.
They've not been going out for very long.
No.
And what is social media for, is the question.
And
if it's Instagram, it's for looking pretty so that people covet you.
Covet thy neighbour's roses.
Yeah.
Covet thy neighbour's beef bourguignon.
So what? Yeah.
I frequently covet someone. Oh, she's got good food. Yeah, I like that. I've covered a lot of other people's food.
I think this person is the arsehole, and so say all of the the yuttas.
No member contradicting. This has been a unanimous vote that you are the arsehole, I-33. Because
Uta, unanimously the arsehole.
Yes. Because it might be that she's focusing on this in order to get more likes, and that's the way she wants to play the game. But this is about you and her ignoring the Instagram bit. You went out and had a lovely night. You said you had a lovely night. She had a great time. She had a great time. Fucking tick. Who gives a shit about what happens? It seems like you're more worried about your presence online with this than in the real, IRL. Earl. Listen.
Let's push a button and then we'll address
you fuckers still alive then. We are still alive,
let's push a button and then we'll address that. And then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yes, okay.
Yes, give us the line.
The line is, am I the arsehole for expecting to be included in my girlfriend's social media?
Yes.
Yes, mate. You're getting a stamp and you're going to like it.
Put that on Instagram.
I didn't go through the whole.
That's what she said. Right, yes. You fuckers still alive then? We are.
Yes, Jim.
Factually accurate statement. We are alive.
But we're leaving in a minute because I have a meeting to get to. I have an important work paper shuffling meeting to meeting in just a moment.
And everyone's turning up all at once. Brogan's in now as well.
But we won't know he's the arsehole unless this is on, presumably, TikTok.
Instagram.
Oh, this Instagram probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, bother.
If only we could find her Instagram and tag her in it.
I'd love to.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Get on it, everybody. Let's find out where she is. Find out who she is.
Let's just tag everyone that posted, every girl that posted a Valentine's Day meal that looked expensive and had 5 courses with no man in sight.
Yes.
There can't be that many of those
How many
on
can there be?
Instagram, right?
Hashtag Valentine's.
Hashtag getting cucked by the internet.
Hashtag cut. Hashtag no boyfriend really. I'm super single like me.
Yeah.
It's worse than that. They're alive, Jim. That's good. I like that. That's nice. Well, listen, it's time to go because that's how it works. This has been a jam-packed show and I've loved it. Have you enjoyed it?
I have. Yeah. I mean, the fact that we are really struggling to finish on time shows that we've got loads more to do. And you'll have to just come back next week.
Next week, same time, longer maybe. Who knows? Thank you very much for joining us and chatting with us and providing so many wonderful slogans and giving us so many bits and anonymous subscriptions. Very, very kind.
Yes. Don't forget to drink your water.
Yes.
The sun is setting in the sky. Teletubbies, say goodbye.